having a conversation with the home seller about your commission based on the new NAR settlement guidelines. So I'm going to share with you a strategy, a structure, a language pattern of what you can do to be effective and to have them take action. And this is a technique that I've shared with many other agents, and it works great. And then I'll deconstruct it. So as you go through your conversation with them, and it should be a consultation, not just a sales presentation of, this is what we should list your home, this is what I do, my features and benefits of working with me. That's the presentation. There's a way and a structure that I coach and train people to have it as a conversation, as a consultation, so that you're framed as an expert, as an advisor, as a consultant, not a salesperson just going through a transaction. So as you get to that point, after you go through the full conversation, and you're now going to talk about the commission. And this is what I suggest you do. Instead of saying typically what many agents have done, they would say the commission is 5% or 6%, and it'll be split between me and the buyer. What I suggest you do is, when you get to commission, you ask or state this, and my commission is only 3%. Whatever your commission is, 3%, 2.5, only or just 3%. And the only thing we need to figure out is the commission for the buyer's agent. Then you ask, can I make a suggestion? And then you suggest, I suggest based on history, not I think you should offer, is based on history. That way there's logic to back up why what you're suggesting. Based on history, a commission for the buyer's agent of 2.5 will attract a lot of buyers. The agent will then be seeing your home as attractive to them as well, and then also for the buyers, because if there's a commission lower or no commission, and it's up to you, seller, it's your choice, your decision on what you want to offer the buyer's agent. You can offer them 2.5 or 3, lower or no commission. Again, based on history, to get the most traction and based on how soon you want to move, this will get a lot of traction, a lot of buyers, a lot of agents, and then we'll want to show their buyers your home. And if there is no commission, then there's no incentive for the agent unless the buyer has the funds to pay for their agent's commission. Or eventually if there's some loan programs that have that as an opportunity to pay the commission for the buyer. But right now, to get the most traction, this is what I suggest. And so now let's deconstruct this. My commission is just 3%, or my commission is only 3%. The word just or only are words that minimize the number. Just 3%. So it makes it seem as if it's not that big versus the commission is 6%, where now it's their attention. Just 3% or only 3%. The only thing we need to figure out is the commission for the buyer's agent. So now this is full disclosure based on the NAR guidelines. And can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion is where you are then setting the frame again as an advisor, not just a salesperson. You're going to share your knowledge, your expertise. Now, when they say yes, very unlikely they're going to say no. When they say yes, then you say, based on my experience and based on history, 2.5% commission will attract a lot of buyers, and agents will then be attracted to send the buyers or have the buyers look at your property. And it's your choice, Mr. Seller or Mrs. Seller or family, to offer 2.5 or 3 or below 2.5 or 0, no commission. It's your choice. This is just based on history. Again, it's based on history. It's not your thoughts or what you think they should do. It's based on some logic to back up what you just said, which makes it more understandable and agreeable. And if there's no commission, there's no incentive for the buyer's agent to then bring their client, their buyer, to your home, unless the buyer has funds to pay for his agent's commission or if in the future there are funds or loan packages that offer that as an option or as a feature. So that's how you present the commission. There's a lot more in regards to getting the confidence in them, your voice, your words that you use, words you want to avoid, the questions you ask that will guide them and make them feel confident that I want to hire this person. I want this person to help me. So it's not just what you say. It's not following the script. It's a lot of elements involved. Even reading people, reading who you're talking to know what's going on and get a sense of where you need to stop and pause and ask more questions. This is just working with a seller and talking about the commission. The buyer's commission will be part 2, talking to the buyer about your commission or how you get paid and some options. And that's going to be a little bit more complicated, as you can imagine. However, there is a strategy and a structure to make it flow and to get them to understand the situation and to feel good about it and feel good about signing the agreement with you. So use that, and it's been very successful. As I touched on in the beginning, I've shared this language pattern, this strategy and technique with many agents. One that I was coaching years ago, she was telling me on the phone before I met with her for a coaching session, she said, I was talking to a seller or a listing appointment, and they were asking me questions over the phone, and one of the questions was about my commission. And I told the seller, I'll review that when I get there. So I said, okay, good. So I sat down with her, went through the strategy and the language patterns. We role played a little and she understood. And then the next day she called me, we had a conversation, and she said, I went through format, the structure, the strategy, the language patterns. And when I said just 3% and then went through the rest of it, the seller said, is that all? Well, if you want to bring your own buyers and get some more commission, it's okay with me. So that's how powerful and effective it can be and will be. So think about that. Write it down, understand it, process it, and use it effectively to win more clients, to help more people with their home, with their transactions, with your expertise and your service.